Hello, hello. Good afternoon. It is February 22nd. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hey, listen, I got a really unusual and special show for you today. First and foremost, as I always do, I want to thank everyone for listening. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank everyone for visiting the website, theonealien.com. I want to thank everyone for getting on the social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them. The Onealien Show. You've been there. You've shown up and shown out. You have left comments. And as you guys heard last week, I shared one person's comment that was very touching. We also last week had a great guest. Al Gleason was here with us. So hopefully you got a lot from Al. But this week, we're taking some of the things that Al taught us, right? We're incorporating them in our lives, okay? Because that's what leaders do, and that's what you do when friends come to help you, okay? And this week I got something very special for you because the Onealien Show has gone. I know it looks like I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona, but actually, the Onealien Show has gone global, baby. I'm in Paris right now. And so this week's show, I'm just going to show you some things and share a little bit of my experience talking to some people going around Paris. We'll be spending some time in Switzerland, also down towards the Mediterranean. We may even go to a soccer game, right? Football in Europe. So, hey, it's going to be a great show. Thanks for tuning in again. You know I love you. You know I'm here to help you. And let's get it cracking. Let's see what's going on. We're in Europe, the Onealien Show. Here we go.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, and this is the Onealien from the Onealien Radio Show. Just getting ready to take the show on the road. Stay tuned. It's going to be epic. Going across the pond, that's your first hint. Where are we going to land? No one knows. The Onealien Show. See you guys next time.
Guess what? We're on the road. The show's on the road this week. I got some clips and videos. I'm just gonna show everybody all the things going on the road. Where, you might ask? On the road where? You see these cars and you see these things going on. You see all this beautiful scenery around. Yes. Guess where we're at? We're in Marseille, France. Popped over the pond real quick to bring you guys some footage from the European nation. So we're starting here, and they're going to, I'm not telling you where we're going, and we're going somewhere else too. Stay tuned. The Onealien, man, we're just having fun, just having a ball. I got some things to talk to you about though. So there will be some subjects, almost fell, that's right. There will be some subjects. I got some things on my mind I'm gonna share with you, okay? Straight from across the pond, straight from Europe, straight from the France, El Francais. I'm learning how to say these words. I don't know how to say any of them. Google Translate. Save my day.
Happy new day. Grand rising. It's a beautiful day today. This is the Onealien from the Onealien Radio Show. This is another segment of our show on the road this week. Yesterday was a long travel day, dropped into Paris and took the bullet train down to Marseille, something I don't know how to say. And then we drove down to Monaco. So we're currently staying in Monaco. I'll give you guys a quick view of my room. I don't know if I could, let me see. Hopefully you guys saw that. Anyways, so I just wanted to just talk a little bit this morning. Something that came to me during my meditation time, and it deals with one of the elements of bad relationships. Quite honestly, a lot of times you'll find yourself with a connection with someone, and they deal in what's called sign language. They deal in shame, insults, guilt, and the incessant need to be right. So one of the things that I noticed for myself, and it's something that I tried not to do. It's something that I believe in, And what it is what I found myself doing, what I had to check myself, right? Self-awareness. I only pay attention to myself. And what I found myself doing with someone is defending myself. Wow, defending myself. So the message that I have this morning is stop defending yourself. Stop it. For what? What? Why do you need to defend yourself? Why? More than likely, it's because someone is bringing some type of shame or insult to you, and so you raise up and you defend yourself. And I caught myself doing that. I caught certain accusations. They weren't necessarily accusations, but just certain dialogue that was coming my direction. Okay, and I found myself, well, no, because and I do this, that, and no, well, because this, and that, and no, well, because this, and that. And guess what? Guess what? You don't have to defend yourself. Okay? You don't have to defend yourself. Not in casual, not in conversation, not to anyone else, right? And it just hit me. Why? Why do we get into that? Why do we succumb to that, right? Why do we feel like we need to defend ourselves? And so this morning, I just want to remind everyone that you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to prove yourself to nobody. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to allow those insults or that shame to come at you and feel the need to rise up against it, because it really doesn't matter. Right? We want to reflect inward. We want to just really work on ourselves. So if you find yourself in a conversation, take notice, listen to yourself. And if you find yourself in a conversation where you feel like you're having to defend yourself, right? Majority of the time, 9 out of 10 times, it is unwarranted. It's not true even, right? In the times when it is true, right? Humbleness says to accept that criticism or to accept that feedback, okay? Take it in internally and allow what resonates with you to help you to become better, right? But the other 9 times, man, please miss me with that, okay? I'm not going to defend myself. I don't need to defend myself to you. Your opinion is what your opinion is, or your thoughts are what your thoughts are. That's fine. But what we need to stop doing, what we need to take notice of and make sure that we're not doing, and that is defending ourselves against some nonsense, against unwarranted, like I said, unwarranted shame. I don't need you to shame me, or try to, because I'm not going to. But I don't need your insults. I don't need guilt trips, right? You in a relationship with someone and seems like there's always a guilt trip. It's always your fault, or you could have done this better. Or every time you sit down and have a conversation, it seems one-sided, like everything's coming towards your direction. It's just unnecessary. Okay, you have a choice because it's you. Okay, and so I'm making a choice not to defend myself against shame, insult, guilt. Okay, I'm just not going to do it. That's my choice today, to stop defending myself. Okay, what do you think? The Onealien. Oh man, about to get it cracking, about to get it started. Okay, don't defend yourself. Don't worry about it. Tell them thank you very much. Whatever they want to say, cool. Thank you. All right. Let's have a great day. This is the Onealien. You guys see I'm moving a little bit slow this morning. Long travel day to yesterday, but guess what? We got some beautiful things to show you today. I'm gonna talk to the people here in Monaco. We're gonna do some sightseeing. We're just gonna, enjoy ourselves. Okay? And hopefully you can enjoy it with me. I'll be right back here in a little while to show you some more. This is the Onealien. Love y'all. Straight from Monaco, France, baby.
Tell me your name. Tell me your name.
Yes, my name is Eddie. Look at this.
Oh, here we go. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. And his. Oh, there he is.
My name is Shibo.
Shibo. Yes, everybody. This is John O'Neill from the Onealien Show out here with the street dancers. They're just playing the music. They're playing Mobb Deep when I walked up. It was awesome. So they're out here all the time here in Nice. Yes, represented. They love everybody. We love the world. We're here to represent. Hey, just wanted to pop in this morning and talk really quick about something that came to my mind, right? As I was traveling with a couple partners of mine and just really kind of experiencing the culture and the sights, beautiful sights, great people. It dawned on me that I was doing something that I enjoy doing. It dawned on me something that I years ago, looking back in my life, 10 years, 15 years, however long it's been, I remember sitting around with people and saying this key word, this key phrase that I want to dive into a little bit really quick with you, and that is someday. Someday, right? How many times do we sit around with the somedays? Someday we want to do this, someday we want to do that, someday, hopefully, someday. And so today is your someday. I want to encourage you. I want to challenge you to start your someday today. Not tomorrow, not any other time, but today. Make your someday today. Whatever it is that you've been saying someday. Just think for a minute. Man, I've been talking about redoing the backyard someday. Okay, well, let's start today. Let's go move a rock today. Let's go map it out today. Let's go sketch out what we want to really do. Let's start our plan today. Let's do anything. Let's make the first step today. The first step to your someday is today. Immediately. As soon as you're done hearing this, your someday is now. And that's what I am I'm amazed. I'm at peace and harmony. I'm at peace and harmony right now. Why? Because I don't want to dwell with some days. What I want to do is make every day the day. So look at your some days. Someday you'll go somewhere. Someday you'll do this. Someday you want to. Today is your someday, everybody. Let's just let one step. Just move. Make a move. Write it out. Draw a picture. Whatever it is. But we got to start our movement. We got to get that momentum going. Because we don't want a someday to become a never did day. Right? Oh my goodness, the Onealien from France, just saying good morning, love all y'all. Man, it's been an awesome journey, and I'll have a lot more to share with you. Actually, I got 2 more days that I'll be sharing some things with you, just on my travels. And then we're gonna piece it all together, and I'm gonna deliver it. So by the time you're hearing this, or I'll be back and I'll be ready for Wednesday's show. But hey, it's been a pleasure. It's been great, and man, the Onealien Show. Make today your someday. Stop putting it off. Someday. What? Today. Onealien from the Onealien Show. We're here in Paris. We're at the Chateau
Arc de Triomphe.
The Chateau Arc de Triomphe. Okay, this is one of the world's most famous roundabout circles. Okay, there are 12 arteries that come into this circle right here. It's a world renowned. You've seen it in the movies. You've seen it all over the place, right? And what I want you to understand is that sometimes in life we get caught up in this circle. We just go round and round, and it's a rat race. If you look behind me, there's no lines, There's nothing. It's every man for himself. Only the strong will survive in the circle of life, right? And so what I have for you is, don't get wrapped up in the circle of life. Get out of the roundabout that you've been in, right? There's 12 arteries. There's 12 ways that you can get out of everything that you've been involved in. Choose one. All you gotta do is choose one and get on to your destination. This is the Onealien Show from Paris, baby. We're out. Let's go. Marseille versus PST, Paris versus Marseille. This is a major contest. It's a major game for the standings, the first place. This is a rivalry, ladies and gentlemen. This is intense.
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is the Onealien from the Onealien Radio Show. My last night in Marseille, getting ready to head up to Paris before we wrap up this road show. Okay, wanted to just come to you really quick. I'm gonna introduce you to my new friend. You know, I talk about just having friends. Well, when I came over here to France to spend a few days, I never knew what the end goal was. I never knew what the purpose was. I never knew what the universe had for me. But guess what? Last night I met this person who we're getting ready to introduce you to, and what I realized was my entire purpose for being here was to meet this young man right here. That was my entire purpose. He's got some things going on. He is a very intelligent individual, hails from Cameroon, grew up in France. He knows this area. He knows the world, studied in Canada, studied a little bit in New York. He's got some projects going on that we're going to talk about later. But right now, I just want to give him an opportunity to introduce himself to the world. And he's going to tell you very briefly some of the ways that he has a heart to help people. All right. So without further ado, let me introduce you to my good friend Christian, who, by the way, before he comes on, by the way, is the what year was it? The championship.
The taekwondo.
Taekwondo, France taekwondo champion in the year of 2016. Okay, so he's bad. He's bad with this. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna mess with him. Okay, we're not gonna mess with him. But my man Christian, he's got a lot going on. Christian, as you and I shared, as you and I connected with our energy. Okay, I know you have a lot of things going on, some aspirations for other people, right? Okay. Tell us why you do it. Where's your passion coming from to help other people?
First of all, sorry about my English. I'm going to make my better for people to understand me. So I grew up in Cameroon, and I have this vision of myself. Always try to become better. When I leave Cameroon, I feel like I have a purpose around the world.
Absolutely.
To stay focused on my dream and help people. Now I'm working on my first movie. And I want to make the industry the better place for everyone.
Fantastic. Just in case anybody didn't know, he's got a little bit of heavy accent, so hey, don't worry about it. Let me hear your French, though. Let me hear your French. Just say something in French.
Mon français.
Mon français. See, I don't even know. But my man Christian, okay, he has a cinematography vision. He writes movies, and so the way he wants to help people is to have something better on the screen for them to see. He's trying to better himself, and so he wants to help other people. Okay, his passion is doing it on the movie screen. He writes movies. He has several movies he was talking to me about. It's just growing out of him as it comes to pass, as it comes to fruition, right? He's manifesting it by already thinking about it. He's focused on his goal. He's working towards it. Feel me? So this is just a Christian. I just wanted to bring him on really quick. I know that we didn't have a whole lot of time. We stayed up and talked for about an hour last night. I had to catch some rest, so I wanted to catch him before I left. But Christian, I want to thank you. That I appreciate you. I'm honored to meet you, sir.
Me
okay,
too.
And you are my new friend. You are not my new friend. I'm gonna bring him to Arizona. I'm gonna bring him onto the show live when he comes to Arizona. I'm telling you, we got some big things coming. And it doesn't mean me being a superstar or a movie star. Okay, that's not what I'm doing it. But I might get in this movie, maybe, who knows? Anyways, everyone, the Onealien Show, I'm wrapping up my visit here, just one more day here in Paris, and then I'm coming home. But Christian, man, like I told you, don't wait for other days. Every day is your someday. Don't put things off to be another day, right? Don't think about someday. Don't put it off. So Christian, he was telling me about the things he's doing. He's actively doing things to get closer to his vision and his goal. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian, my new friend, hopefully you got something out of it and understand that people all over the world are trying to better themselves. And the Onealien Show is finding them, and we're bringing it out. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you. The Onealien Show, we're here.
The Onealien Show, you just witnessed, or you just finished watching our show on the road show. So as you saw, we went all the way to France, spent a few days there. Hopefully you enjoyed the clips, some of the scenery, some of the beautiful sights that I showed you, and hopefully you got some nuggets. As you just saw, I went over a few things that just came to my mind that I wanted to share with you. One of them was for you to stop defending yourself, right? Go back and listen again just to make sure you didn't miss it, but stop defending yourself. We don't need to defend ourselves. When someone is putting shame or guilt on us, stop defending yourself, okay? The other thing that you just saw in my clips as I was traveling overseas was no more some days, right? We don't need to keep having a list of things that we're gonna do someday. Take one thing off that list and start it today. Start it immediately. That was something that came to me while I was traveling. The other thing on our road show was you saw in Paris, on the clip in Paris, you saw me at the Art Day something, the Art Day. Listen, I don't know all the words and I still can't say them. Google Translate was my favorite friend as I was traveling, but the big art that we see in the roundabout that I was talking about is a famous roundabout. And you saw what came to me really quick while we were in that roundabout, and that is that a lot of us are in a roundabout in our lives. We just keep going around and around in circles. And so the 12 roads that lead to that roundabout are not roads that lead to it, but are actually roads that lead away from it. Change your perspective. It's not arteries leading you to the roundabout. We're not leading ourselves into the rat race. We want to lead ourselves out of the rat race. So there's 12 choices in that symbolism that was shown to me in France, right, in Paris. And then the last thing that I taught you about is I introduced you to my new friend. His name was Christian, and he was France's in 2000, I believe, 16. Go check out the clip. Christian introduced himself to us, and he was just somebody he was the receptionist at the hotel, right? But never miss a moment. So the energy was right, and he and I just had a connection, and so I didn't want to miss the moment. I sat there. It was about 1:30 in the morning when we had come back from the game. You guys saw the clips of the game. Incredible soccer game that you just saw. Never been to a European soccer game, the real football, right? Being a sports fan, obviously, I've been to a lot of games, but that was the first time, and so we wanted to make sure that we went to a game. Check out those clips. You'll see the crowds just going wild. The energy in the stadium was electric. It was just an incredible experience. But after the game, it's 1:30 in the morning. I had to get up real early to catch the train. You saw clips of the train. It's the SVG, I believe is what it's called, right? A 200 mile an hour train that we rode on from Paris down to Marseille, and from Marseille back up to Paris. But Christian was an awesome person who I felt like I had a connection with, and so I spent some time talking to him at 2 up until about 2:30 in the morning. I had to get up at 4:30. So I excused myself and I asked him to allow me to go get a little bit of rest. And then immediately I came back. He was still working the receptionist desk at 4:30 in the morning. And that's when you saw us do a clip. That's when I had to introduce him to the world and the things that he's doing. A traveler and he's been educated all over from Africa, but lived in France for many years now, right? A producer of movies, creating a movie, going to star in his movie, already in production for the short clip. He's just doing some amazing things, right? And so when you're moving about in life, the point is always look for those connections. Always look for that opportunity to make a new friend. Do you feel me? So those are the things, the highlights really that you just experienced. Hopefully you enjoyed my travels. I have other travels that I'm going to share with you, the Onealien Show, as we go on the road. But every time I'm traveling, every time I'm moving in life, period, I'm looking for something to be shown to me, some reason. And the amazing thing is that I left here, Arizona, and went all the way over, spent the time and the experience, dropped into Paris, as you saw, bullet trained it down to Marseille, as you saw. We rented a car. We went down into Monaco, which is a beautiful area. It's got the famous San Carlos casino there that you saw like in 007 movies and in all types of movies. It has the famous hairpin turn for the Formula One races that you saw in the clips. All these awesome places, right? And then we went over into Italy. We went on the mountain where the prince stays. We just all types of beautiful things that you just hopefully you got something out of it, and hopefully I was able to share my adventure. But the point is, I didn't even know until the day before the last day the main purpose. And the main purpose for me was that connection with another human being, was that connection with Christian, right? There was lots of people that I interacted with. You saw the street dancers. Oh my goodness. When we were in Nice, you saw the street dancers, which was awesome. In the carnival that was going on in Nice, it's very similar to some of the other big major carnivals that we see, the one in Brazil or Rio de Janeiro somewhere, the one, man, it was an incredible experience. Oh, and don't forget Cannes. When we went over to Cannes, the Cannes Film Festival. So we went over there and saw that area. It was just an amazing experience. All of it. I say all that to say that the one purpose, the reason why I was there, amongst the beauty, amongst the experience, amongst all the things that I experienced, the one reason why I was there was to meet Christian. And so we've already spoken, and believe it or not, I got, it's going to be down the road. You never know when it's going to happen, but Christian is actually going to come here and get to some mentorship. He's taking advantage of my one-on-one leadership in mentorship program. He just really kind of got some good things that I was able to deposit in him during that short amount of time. And so he was so inspired, and he was so motivated that he's actually to come here to the States and spend a couple weeks. So stay tuned, because when he gets here, we are certainly going to come on the show and see what he's been doing. So as you could tell, or maybe you can't tell, but man, 20 hours of traveling back was all worth it. It was all worth it. All of it to bring to you some information. All of it to bring to you, to extend to you my helping hand. And so hopefully hopefully you got something from it. If not, just inspiration to see other amazing things in this world, right? If not, some of the people that I saw. If not anything else, but just to know that the Onealien Show is here to bring you awesome material and awesome things to hopefully help you become a better person. So without further ado, I'm gonna wrap it up. I know that you just experienced the whole show. I clipped it together. I had my awesome team clipping it all together, and we brought you about 30 solid minutes of my travels in the European nation, France mainly, Monaco, and Italy. And I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be home. You know how it is when you travel. It's fun traveling, but man, by about the 5th day, 6th day, I can't wait to get back to my bed. I just can't wait to get back to the normalcy. You know what I mean? It's fun while it lasted, but man, oh man, after 20 hours of traveling back last night, I was ready to hit my own pillow in my own environment, in my own house, right? So, hey, listen, I appreciate, and I give you all the gratitude. Everyone is participating. You're participating in this journey. You are interacting with the show. Social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them. I see the interaction. I see people. I'm getting texts from people just saying, that was cool, and, that was amazing, and thank you for this, and thank you for that. So that's the reason why I'm here doing it. I'm here doing it for you. The Onealien Show. We wrapped it up with our road show, and we're gonna be back next week. Next week, I got somebody coming that's gonna be something special for you. Stay tuned. Hit me up, theonealien.com. Okay, that's my website. Go on there, check me out. Shoot me an email, joneal@theonealien.com. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me what's going on in your life, right? Tell me what's going on. I just might be a different perspective. Maybe just someone else looking from the outside in. The fact is that we're all going through a bunch of stuff. The fact is that hopefully you want to become better in the end. The fact is that we're always tested, right? We're always tested. And so with having help around you, I talk about having help, man, let me talk about help. When I came back from a business standpoint, this morning I had a meeting with my team, and they outlined some of the things that happened while I was gone and how they handled it. I call them my Avengers for a reason, because I can go do that and I could come back and everything is still status quo, right? So I rewarded them. I made sure I had gift cards. I gave all of them an appreciation gift cards. Appreciate everybody around you who's doing things that are positive in your life. Feel me? I was just told that's my saying. So feel me, right? That's what the Onealien Show is here for. That's what John O'Neill's heart is here to do. And I'm here for you. Look us up, check us out, and I'll be back next week. See ya.